and welcome back to my channel. Today I am vlogging from the Virgin Islands and I am in St. John's. St. John's is one of the most beautiful Caribbean islands. Everybody talks about how amazing it is and how beautiful it is, and honestly it lives up to it. It is stunning. We actually might even be considering extending our trip, and the reason why we're considering extending our trip is because we saved so much by using all these travel hacks to come here. So the big things you're going to need to save money are on accommodations, transportation, and food. The first thing that you want to save on is your flights. You never want to overspend on a flight if you can save right there. So by flying into Tortola, which is an island that's right next to me, it's about 45 minutes that way, and St. Thomas is 45 minutes that way. If I wanted to fly into Tortola and take a ferry here, it would be $700 from JFK to fly there, round trip, and then $80 to take a ferry this way. But by flying into St. Thomas, which is 45 minutes that way, from Fort Lauderdale, which we left from, it was only $200 round trip. From New York, it was only $300 round trip. It was a $40 ferry round trip, so that it was something like $240 per person to round trip get to St. John's, versus $780 per person. So right there we saved $500 from the start. The next big saving is on cars. Transportation in the Virgin Islands, people say, is crazy. You need to have a car to get everywhere because the roads are so steep, you can't rent an economy car. It's just not possible. So we decided to just not rent a car because people drive on the left and I didn't want to have to adjust to that and then have to go back to the States and readjust. So I said, let's just take taxis around. It'll be so much easier. And taxis are really affordable. Everybody online is talking about how expensive it is, and it's $5 per person one way. So when you compare that to spending $100 per day on a rent-a-car, $5 each way per person is really not so bad. It's $10 per couple. It was $100 a day to rent a car. So we're saving somewhere between $40 and $50 a day by walking and taking taxis. $280, $300 saved a week compared to getting a rent-a-car. Maybe if we had a rent-a-car, we'd travel more around the island, but to be honest, we're a pretty relaxed group. We work from our computers and we need time to kind of unwind. So we don't really take more than 1 or 2 trips out a day. So the next big savings is accommodations. When I was on booking.com and hotels.com, 80% of the island was booked up. And the only things that were available were like $500 and up a night hotel rooms. Maybe it's because there's low inventory, maybe all the more reasonable ones are taken, but from what I've seen, that's really the threshold for a 2-person accommodation that doesn't have a kitchen. But when I was looking at vacation rentals, I started to see a little bit more flexibility. And for 2 people, it still was pretty expensive, but for 4 people or 6 people, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, it started to actually get more affordable. So if you could travel with a group, you could save a fortune. Another savings is on bathing suits. A big hack that I was able to do is get these bathing suits online. So I got these on Amazon before I came here because shipping here I heard is a nightmare. It takes days to get your stuff. And even if it says overnight, it's gonna come like a week later. So I figured before I came out here, I would just shop online. And I got these bathing suits for $20 a piece. I was hopeless because I went to a store in Vero Beach and the bathing suits were $200 a bathing suit and up. One pieces were like $250. I just said, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna have 2 bathing suits for $400? I can't do this. So I went online and I ordered these from a brand called Cupshe, and they were only $20 a piece. So I spent $40 instead of $400. The last life hack that I have is this. This is called the Life Straw. And this is a water filtration straw that you could drink right out of like this. And it filters 99.9% of bacteria. This island, they say that the tap water is not drinkable. So if you don't have a filter in your refrigerator or you don't have bottled water, you're not gonna be able to drink anything. Every restaurant's gonna try to sell you a bottle, but you could just ask for tap if you have this. So you could drink water completely free without having to spend a fortune on bottled water at restaurants or at the store. At every restaurant, it could cost $5 for a bottle, maybe some restaurants a little bit less. And for the store, it could be like $20 for a case. So whatever it is, you'll save a fortune by having this. I'll post a link to this in the description so you could find it. So those are some big savings that we had. In total, we've probably saved close to $3,000 compared to what it would cost for the average couple to come out here for regular, just vacation time. Booking the first thing they see, getting a rent-a-car, dining out for every meal. That's another thing I didn't really mention, but having the accommodation saves you a fortune too. So maybe you're spending, you know, $4,000 a week for a group. You're spending $2,000 a couple, you know, to stay in a beautiful house, but you're saving, say, $700 on food a week. Now you might say, $700 a week, I'm never gonna spend that. But it's really easy when you stay in a lot of these hotels because some of them don't even include breakfast. And if they do, it's a surcharge of $30 a head. So that's $30 for one meal. So now you can assume that maybe for lunch and dinner, it's gonna be another $30. So that's $90 a head, $180 a couple. On the low end, maybe you're gonna spend $100 a couple a day. For a week, that's $700 for the week. So going to the grocery stores is nothing compared to that. Although the groceries are expensive here, it's nothing compared to dining out for every meal. So maybe you'll spend $300 on groceries for the week, and you'll go out for a couple of smoothies. You'll still save so much more than if you were to dine out at every single meal. We saved close to $2,700, maybe $3,000 just by doing a couple of hacks. And because that, we were able to take an amazing tour that took us to all the other British islands, and it was $200 a person, and we didn't feel guilty spending it. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll post a link to my blog post where I go over all the same stuff, just in more detail, so you can see the numbers breakdown and stuff like that, and I can give you guys more suggestions. So I hope you guys like this video. Definitely check out the blog post, and I'll post a link to the bikinis and anything else that I have.